So a heavy mouse versus a light mouse. Alright, today I want to talk about obviously heavy mice and light mice and just discuss the advantages of both and which one I prefer and personally use myself. So if you want to see that, make sure to stick around to the end and let's get right into it. Alright, so an advantage of having a heavyweight mouse such as the Logitech G502, which is a mouse that I'm actually using right now. The reason I'm using it is because I actually did have a Model O, but unfortunately it did break yesterday or the day before. I'm not quite sure why, but it isn't working anymore. Anyway, that's besides the point. That means that I'm currently using my Logitech G502, which is the mouse I was actually using before the Model O. And the G502, I believe, is around 125 grams, which makes it pretty much an ultra heavy mouse. The advantage of that is that you can move a lot more smoothly with it. Like, you can aim really smoothly because, and I'm actually moving the mouse around as I speak, but basically because of its weight, it means that you can move it really slightly if you want to. You can do really slight adjustments. Whereas with a light mouse, it's very hard to do slight adjustments because the weight means that it's a lot easier to move it a lot further than you want to without actually meaning to. Which means that, in my opinion, a heavy mouse is actually a lot more precise. But I will also get into the advantages of having a light mouse too in just a minute. Now, on the other hand, the advantages of a light mouse or an ultra light mouse such as an Air 58 or a Model O is that generally if you're using low sensitivity, which you do want to be using if you're using a light mouse, is that you can move this light mouse from one place to another really quickly because it both accelerates and decelerates really quickly because of the fact that it's built very light. So it doesn't take a lot of pressure to make it go fast, and it doesn't take a lot to stop it as well. So that means that it is very easy to move it a long distance across your mouse pad very precisely. But I do believe that if you do practice with a heavy mouse, that you can pretty much achieve the same sort of thing, but it is a lot easier, especially for beginners, to do with a light mouse. The problem with it being built very light is that generally, because it's built a lot lighter, it's built out of less sturdy materials, such as maybe cheaper plastic or even lighter plastic, that it just doesn't hold up as well. And the problem with that is that it is a lot easier to break. So currently, I will be leaning more on the heavy side of mice when it comes to my personal preference. But as I did say earlier, I am going to be getting a medium weight mouse, so when I try that out, I will let you guys know, and I'll make another video on what I believe my personal opinion on the overall best type of mice that you can buy is. But I mean, if you're playing with really low sensitivity and you're new to low sense, definitely get yourself a low weight mouse because they are a lot easier to control, especially when you begin with it. But if you're playing high sensitivity, do use a heavyweight mouse for all the reasons that I stated. And I mean, I'm going to give you my opinion on what I think is my 100% favorite later on this week, or maybe even next week, whenever I've tested this mouse out for a long enough time. Anyway, my philosophy especially for low sensitivity players is that you should definitely start off on a low weight mouse if you're only new to it. But if you think you're able for it, try a medium weight mouse with low sensitivity because you can just get a lot more precise aim. And that's just my opinion anyway. As I said, I do want to try out this medium weight mouse, and I am going to get back to you guys after I do that. But this is my current philosophy on what kind of mouse you should be getting. But anyway, thank you so much guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.